Hey, welcome back, guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If this is your first time checking out this show, please go hit that like button on our Facebook page. And of course, if you're watching this on YouTube, to my YouTube fam, go hit that subscribe button. Anyway, today is a wonderful day because I have somebody very, very special on the show today. He is a legend, icon. Man, he is the smooth operator. Please welcome Big Daddy Kane to the show. What's up, man? How you doing, my brother?
I'm good, man. Great, man. Everything is good.
That's dope, man. That's dope. So I know that you are in North Carolina right now. How's it treating you right now?
Everything is cool. I'm here with the family. And we just trying to stay safe and just get through this. That's all.
Right.
But other than that, everything is good.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. So let me ask you, what is the hardest thing right now about being quarantined for you?
Keeping my 7-year-old entertained.
Oh, yeah. I believe that. So what is your 7-year-old into? What do they love to do right now?
Well, with me, he liked to play Nerf guns and wrestle on the floor and all that stuff, But I can't do that, but for so long,
right.
So I said I was going to wait till he was about 12, but I had to just break down and let him get a PS4.
Right.
So now he's starting to get into video games a little, but
yeah.
Other than that, the good thing is since they're doing the online school, he has schoolwork to do and has to sit in front of the computer for a couple of hours, and he also get to see the rest of his class, on screen, so that's good.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I can only imagine. I ain't got no kids. I have no kids at all. So I can only imagine what it's like to have to be the not only the father but also the teacher and all that, like that homeschooling stuff must be real tough, especially with you got to stay with them, stay on them with getting their work done and everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. My wife is doing an amazing job, man. She's doing an amazing job and she's keeping them focused, and yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah. I believe you, man. So let me ask you, man, I know that you just about a month ago, you were performing in Russia. You had a tour in Russia. Can you tell me about the experience? Like, what is that like to see music transcending not only just color, but also language barriers as well?
Yeah, it was... Yeah, it was definitely, something, rather unique because there was definitely a language barrier.
Yeah.
And that was the first time ever. And I performed in different places, Germany, Bulgaria, all types of different places, that don't really, speak English like that.
Right.
But it was like, this is the first time ever I actually had a translator at the show where when I'm talking to the crowd, he would repeat it in Russian.
Right.
I never experienced that before, but
Wow.
They were so hyped and energized, man. They had a lot of energy.
Yeah. Yeah. Cause cause obviously you've been in the game for a while. So obviously this is nothing to you, but I can only imagine you going to going back to that time when you did your first show overseas, and seeing people that don't even have English as a first language spitting those lyrics back at you. What is that feeling like? That must be a wild experience of going, wow, they don't even know English, but they know my words. They know my lyrics. This is insane.
I remember a conversation I had with Rev Run from Run DMC. Like he had explained to me about overseas with the language. He said that, they knew a lot of the stuff that we say, like the call and response, say ho, say yeah, he said, just don't get too complicated,
Yeah.
Just don't get too complicated with no new call and response because you might lose them.
Right.
So I, pretty much, stuck to the basics, say ho, say yeah, yo baby, yo. In a lot of those countries when I first went over there because, Run had already made me aware of, this type of stuff.
Right.
But the thing that really amazed me the most was the first show I did in London, because I mean, I had just came out, and so many of the people in the crowd, they knew my history.
Right.
You know, like I was talking to like people after the concert, and they was asking me, "Is this true? Did you really da da da? Did you write
Yeah.
this? Did you?" Like they knew my whole history. How the hell they knew that? I do not know. I mean, it was, but it was like, you know, apparently since American artists don't come there that much,
Yeah.
they really, you know, study and find out information, you know, about your past and your upbringing and everything.
Right. And you know, and it's crazy because they'll fully like engorge themselves, engulf themselves into that culture or into you as an artist, because it's like they don't have anything like that in their country. You know what I'm saying? So they're just like, man, who's this Big Daddy Kane guy? Who's this? Nah. You know, what pimping ain't easy. What's up with that? You know what I mean? You know, ain't no half stepping. No, I'm sorry. I still love that song. I mean, that pimping ain't easy is classic, man. Classic, man. But let me ask you something. Let's go all the way back, shall we? Let's go way back. All right. Before Big Daddy Kane was Big Daddy Kane. All right. Were you always the smooth operator? Or was this something that was dawned on you once you put the crown of Big Daddy Kane on?
I mean, this is pretty much me, man. You know, I mean, you know.
So you weren't like a nerd in high school, that kind of thing. You know, the introverted, quiet dude that just happened to be really, really raw in the battles, and then suddenly became Big Daddy Kane. You see what I'm saying?
Nah, I wouldn't necessarily say a nerd. I mean, I had a high grade average.
That's what's up.
Yeah, I wouldn't necessarily say a nerd though, man. But I mean, you know, this has just pretty much always been me, you know.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
So you like, would you consider yourself like an extroverted introvert?
An extroverted introvert.
Yeah.
Explain that.
Okay, so in other words, like you're on stage, fire, right? But when you're off stage, real quiet, real to yourself, that kind of thing.
I'm with you now. Yeah.
Okay, that's what's up. Okay, so you're just real mellow, real chill, that kind of thing.
Yeah, I like this. I really like, you know, I save my energy for stage, man.
I feel you. That makes sense. Because I'm telling you, I watched some of your performance in Russia, and I'm telling you, I was like, whoa, this dude is just on fire. I'm like, man, I can't even keep up with you, man. And these kids are just trying to keep up with you, jumping up and down, just getting all hype. I was like, man, I can't even keep up. I'm winded just watching this video. You know what I'm saying? It was amazing. I love your energy. It's very electric. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, you know, the energy comes from the crowd. You know, it's like, you know, I feed off of their energy, and I just try to keep it going, and you know, just try to make sure that the show is very energetic and everybody is having fun, man.
Yeah.
You know, but I feed off the energy, you know.
I feel you, man. So I know that you were battle rapping. You were once called MC Kane, and then you became Big Daddy Kane. So do you mind telling me a little bit of how how the name Big Daddy Kane came up?
Nah, let's not go into that.
Oh, okay. No? Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. A little bit too, it might be a graphic story. I get it. Fully understand that. I totally understand that. But okay, so obviously you were working with people like, I mean, you were up there doing your thing, battle rapping, the whole nine. So how did you... who was the person that opened up the doors for you to be out there as an artist, not just a battle rapper, but as an artist?
Biz Markie. Yeah. The year was 1984. A mutual friend, he used to always come and tell me about Biz. You know, Biz did this, Biz did that. Then one day, Biz just happened to be in the Albee Square Mall when I was around my grandmother's neighborhood.
Yeah.
And you know, he took me over there. I asked Biz for a battle. Me and Biz battled. After the battle, he was like, yo, you dope, man. You should get down with me. If you get down with me, I promise you one day, you know, we gonna make a record. You know, just believe in me and listen to me.
That's what's up.
And I started running with Biz, and, you know, he kept his word. You know, once he got on and make the music, he called me in for Nobody Beats the Biz, and assist with the album, and he got me established and got me my own record deal with the same label, Coachella Records.
That's what's up. So I mean, you guys met through just word of mouth type of thing? Was it in a battle that you guys met?
Yeah, I mean, basically, yeah, because it was like, we had a mutual friend, somebody that he knew from Long Island, and
Word. All right.
dude was dating my cousin. And whenever he was around, he knew that I rap, so he would always tell me about this dude, Biz Marquis,
Right.
And finally this particular day, Biz happened to be across the street, inside the mall from my grandmother's crib, so I went over, asked Biz for a battle, and we became friends afterwards.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Okay. And then after that, the rest is history, right? Raw.
Yeah,
ain't no half stepping. The rest is history.
There you go.
So, okay, if you weren't going to go down the route of being an MC, a rapper, the whole nine, an artist, what would have been the other route?
I was getting into engineering because I had been inside of a studio, I think maybe about 3 times, maybe 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
And, just watching the engineer work. So I was, getting into that and, actually getting ready to go to college. I mean, I remember the conversation me and Biz had. I'm like, yo, look, man, I done got accepted, to this college, man. Like, you sure this gonna happen? And, he like, nah, Kane, I promise you, listen to me. I'm like, yo, man, are you 100%? He like, I promise you, because I mean, yeah, I was thinking about getting into, engineering.
That's what's up. Engineering. Okay. So, but still in the game, but not just straight there on the mic, more behind the scenes. I feel you. So then I know that you paved the way for a lot of artists like Jay-Z. Can you tell me about like how y'all like met? Because I mean, obviously Jay-Z is now in a different place, in a whole different place as an artist, as a businessman, the whole nine. But how did you guys first meet?
There was a guy in the neighborhood named Fresh Gordon. He had a song called Gordy's Groove, and he used to work with Jazz-O a lot. And they asked me to do a mixtape with Jazz-O. When I got there to do it, Jazz said, "Can my man rhyme on the tape?" I was like, cool. Yeah. After we finished the ride home, one of the cats said to me, yo, we want you to work with Jazz-O to, because he's trying to get another deal. And I was like, honestly speaking, I kind of like the light-skinned dude better. Can I work with him? And me and Jay ended up linking up and going in the studio trying to record some songs and trying to shop his stuff to get him, get him a deal and stuff.
Right.
And afterwards, he ended up coming on tour with me, so that's how we, pretty much met.
Wow.
And linked up.
Wow. And when, because I know that he was on tour with you and he was opening for you the whole nine, but
well, not really opening. What happened was
okay.
I had just finished the tour with Patti LaBelle, and that was like my first time ever seeing like an artist on stage doing outfit changes.
Right.
Like Patti LaBelle would change her outfit like 3 times on stage. So I was like, oh wow, that's dope. So when I came off the road with her and went on my own tour, I asked Jay-Z and Positive K to come along with me. And like in the middle of the show, I would go do an outfit change and let Jay-Z and Positive K rhyme on stage while I was changing clothes.
Oh, okay. That's what's up. That's smart, man. Oh, okay. All right. So they were the supporting cast, if you will.
Yeah, I think that's a better way to put it. Yeah.
I get it. That's what's up. So when was the moment that you realized that you guys were going to be parting ways in that way? Was it just one tour and then he just went and did his own thing, or you know what I'm saying? Like, when was the time when you guys turned to each other or whatever and was like, all right, man, that was fun, but he's got his other projects. I got my own thing too. We're going to part ways now.
Well, I mean, what was going on with me and Jay wasn't, an exclusive thing. I think he was also working with another cat from out of North Carolina at the time as well. And if I'm correct, I believe he may have even been working with the DJ Clark Kent. But it's like, I had a whole lot of stuff done on Jay, but labels just, they just weren't very, receptive. They didn't take to it like the songs that we had. Because this is when Jay was rhyming different. He was doing that real fast rapping.
Yeah.
So, I guess whatever else he had going with, one of these other cats, eventually, it took off and they decided to do their own thing, and it worked, and dude became successful, and I'm happy for him, man, because I always thought he was a dope MC, and I've always wanted the best for the brother.
Right. Yeah, he's definitely grown, and then some. You know what I mean? So, as far as rap nowadays, what are your thoughts on rap music now? You like it? You run with it? Are you cool with it? You think it's whack? Talk to me.
Well, I mean, it's like there's a younger generation out there that appreciates it, and I just hope that they're enjoying themselves and being entertained. And if they are being influenced, I hope they're being influenced in a positive way and not a negative way.
Yeah.
I respect it for what it is. It's a lot different than what I did, but I mean, you got to understand, I'm from an era where rap was brand new, and we weren't really, a lot of us weren't really getting into it to try to be successful artists. We were getting into it because we wanted to be the dope MC, the dope DJ, or whatever,
Right.
Now it's like hip hop is really, really a music genre. So with that understanding, you got to know that there's people that make R&B, rock and roll, pop songs that never wrote a song in their life.
Right.
They have writers that write material for them. There's rock and roll, pop, R&B artists that can't really sing. They just got the right beat and catchy hook. So now the hip hop is a real music genre. You're going to have hip hop artists that never wrote a rhyme. They can't really rap, and that's just what it is. You got to, respect it for that, because it's a genre now. It's not, just a street culture as it once was. It still is, but I'm just saying it's not just that anymore.
Right. It's turned into a business. Now it's a full-on business. It's a look. It's not only just can they rhyme, can they spit. It is now a full-on head-to-toe look. You know what I'm saying? You take Tekashi 6ix9ine, for example. That is a look. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Whether you think he can rap or not, I mean, it is turned into a business. The rap game is a full-on business for sure. I'm
gonna leave that one alone.
Yeah, me too, brother. Me too. So let me ask you this. I know this is a little bit going backwards, but I have to ask you: battle rapping. How did you find it, man? How did you find battle rapping? Do you just were you walking down the streets of Brooklyn one day and just bang, it was right there in front of you? How did you find battle rapping, and how did you find out that you were actually good at it?
Well, when I decided to become an MC, it was because my older cousin, a brother named Murdoch, he was rapping. And he had a crew with two other cats. And I said, I'm starting to rhyme. I want to get down with your crew. And he told me I was too young. Mm-hmm. So what I did was start writing battle rhymes, because I figured if I can, beat the other two members in a battle, he'll put me down.
Right.
So I started writing battle rhymes, and then I asked the other two cats in his crew to battle. And after battling them, other people in the neighborhood was like, yo, man, you nice with it. You nice with it. So I just kept on and stayed with it, And then plus I was always a fan of Muhammad Ali, So just looking at the skill and technique that Ali used as a boxer, I saw similar ways to use it in hip hop, So that way, lots of times you already won the battle, before it even began,
right.
because you're already in someone's head. So yeah, that was really like, like where I got it from. It was something I just wanted to do because I wanted to be down with my cousin, and then plus being an Ali fan, I learned a lot. Technical ear.
Yeah, I mean, but you had to find out that you were good at it, though. You know what I'm saying? Like you threw yourself out in the ring for show, but then it's like, when did you realize, man, I'm bad with this, man? Damn, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Like, when does it happen? You can paint something, right? And an artist can, or a person who likes to paint can paint something and throw it up on the thing and say, oh yeah, that's art. And everyone's like, oh yeah, that's good. You know what I'm saying? But battle rap is another conversation. Like, how did you know that you're just ill with this? You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, like what I was explaining to you, it's like in this small, in this small section of Bed-Stuy, where like right there in the little neighborhood where I'm living in, it's like nobody knows me as an MC,
Yeah.
Nobody knows me that way. And then all of a sudden one day I'm standing there on the corner,
right,
in front of all these people, asking a dude that's probably like, I don't know, 4 or 5 years older than me, let's battle.
Right.
And we go, and they hear where I'm coming from, and then you see them like, ooh,
right,
oh, all that stuff. And it's like, and then like when you looking in this dude's face, and you can see how uncomfortable he are, like like realizing that I made a bad decision, it's like that's when your confidence really grows, because right. I mean I was a real shorty, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is 1982, Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you were just
so like my like right there from the beginning, I had that confidence.
Yeah. So then, explain this to me, because this is something that I've seen in multiple interviews with you, because, I had to do my research, look you up, you know what I'm saying? Aside from being a fan of your music and what you've done to the rap game, period. So first off, thank you for what you've done. You're a pioneer up in this piece. Real talk. I bow to you. Real talk. I wish I had the skills that you got. But this whole thing with Rakim, what's up with this whole thing about this whole debate about battling Rakim? Why? Why is there this whole talk about battling Rakim? What's up with that, man?
I mean, I guess that's, what the people want, That's what the people want. I mean,
would that ever happen? Would that ever happen?
I mean, I doubt it. I mean, right now in life, me and Rakim is cool. We see each other at shows and, what's up, chop it up, laugh. I mean, I don't have an issue with Rakim. I've never really had an issue with Rakim, and I don't think, that he had an issue with me, One time there was a little misunderstanding, and Eric B's brother put us on the phone, and, he said, he was like, yo, y'all need to talk. And we got on the phone, we talked, and that was that,
Right.
But I mean, I don't have nothing against dude. And then, more importantly, Eric B, that's my man.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Me and Eric, like we used to hang out a lot. I mean, that's like, like a brother. I mean, like I said, his brother was my road manager. My father and his father, they sit around drinking beer, watching Luke Skywalker videos on the couch. I mean, So it's like, me and Eric got, great history. So, I mean, I would never, ever try to, well, back then when they're together now, but I mean, when they were Eric B and Rakim, I would never try to do anything that could ruin Eric's career. You know what I'm saying? So it was, it's I don't have a problem with dudes,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have a problem with dudes. I mean, it's something that I think the people just want, because there's, people that's, feel like, Rakim is the best. There's people that feel that Kane is the best, and they want to see the best of that era go at it. I mean, it's just like the Nas and Jay-Z thing,
Right.
I mean, that's what people want, I mean, it would have been fun. It would have been entertaining. I mean, it's probably about, 30 years too late now, you know.
Yeah,
You
man.
yeah, you know, we don't want me and Rob in the ring looking like Lennox and Tyson when they finally met, you know. I mean, but you know, it's you know, it's all good.
Yeah, no, I mean, and of course, I mean, I feel like, yeah, it'll be something that people will be asking about and pondering over and debating over till
They're
the
asking
end of
right
time.
now.
Yeah, they're still talking about it. You know what I mean? To this
Like why
day.
that versus thing is going on with Swiss Beats and Timberland.
Word. Exactly.
Yeah, they all on my IG. Like, when are you and Rakim going back?
I'm about to say, any chances of doing the verses?
I don't know. I mean,
Okay.
you know, that's a matter of what they can, you know, pull together. You know, it's a matter of what they can pull together. Like, as I said, you know, I think will be entertaining. I think the people would enjoy it.
It would break the internet.
You got to get both parties involved.
Facts, and it would break the internet, just like the Riley versus Face, Babyface versus Teddy Riley. That whole thing broke the internet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that was crazy.
That was crazy, right? So it would do. I feel like you, Rakim, woo, that thing would break the internet. The internet would not break; it would shatter into pieces. Just saying. I'm just being straight funky with you, man. Seriously.
Okay.
Y'all need to think about it. Please do that, because everybody and their mom will be watching that. You know what I'm saying? That's huge. And I know a lot of people that are watching right now would attest to that as well. You know. So moving on, man. I mean, okay. Obviously, it seems like every artist that's ever blown up has made their name killing it in the game and all that, usually end up, you know, stumbling or walking into the movies. Now, you've done a whole bunch of movies, iconic movies, the whole nine, like Posse, Mario Van Peebles' Posse, Mr. Father Time up in this piece. So of course I want to talk to you a little bit about acting, because, you know, we can't not talk about that. Let's keep it straight funky. All right. So movies, what got you into the movies? Or who got you in the movies?
I think the first role came from Robert Townsend. He was doing something called Media Man, and he reached out and said he had a role that he thought would be perfect for Big Daddy Kane.
Word.
And you know, came in and met with them and all that, and you know, we ended up doing that. And then from there, I had a little small scene in this movie called Gunman. And when we did it, it was in Mexico, and I accidentally ate an icy. You know, because you know, they tell you not to drink the water.
Right.
I didn't drink no water. You know, I mean, I was even brushing my teeth with the bottled water. But my dumb behind went and bought an icy and ate that and ended up sick.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, I'm on the set trying to be professional in this scene, and as soon as they yell cut, I got to run to the trailer and throw up and all types of stuff. Yeah. And Mario was like, you know, he was like Kadeem Hardison. He was like Kadeem told me how sick you was, man, but on camera it didn't show. Like, you were very professional, man. I think that, you know, you take this serious, and you did a good job. I wrote this Western, and this I had this character for Wesley Snipes, but he want too much money. I think you would do a great job, though. You know, if you're interested.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like, hell yeah. You know, so that's how that came about.
And then Posse came out, and then it was Posse.
Yeah.
Mr. Father Time. Mr. Father Time itself, man. And I got to be honest. I mean, like, what was it like working on that set? I mean, that's an iconic movie, you know, a black filmmaker, you know, paying his dues, getting his stuff out there. That's a black Western, y'all. A black Western. So what was that like, man?
It was amazing, because, I mean, you know, first of all, I had to learn how to ride a horse.
Word.
You know?
That's the one thing. I was watching you in that movie, because I just watched it again, because, you know, I dived in like hard into Big Daddy Kane's world, and I watched it. I'm like, damn, he is riding that horse. You rode that thing without a problem. How many months of training did you have for that movie?
If I'm correct, I believe we trained for a month and a half. They had us start our training on our own like a month prior,
That's
and
what's
then
up.
I think we had no like a month and 2 weeks. Yeah, first month and a half. Yeah, like I
That's
think we
what's
got to
up.
Arizona. We trained for another 2 weeks, if I'm correct.
Yeah.
But yeah. But I mean, I was thrown off a horse like 3 times. So I mean, it took a
Oh.
while. Yeah,
Oh,
it took a
damn.
while.
Yeah. Oh, but I mean, that wasn't during the actual filming. That was just when you were training to learn how to ride the
Yeah,
horse. Okay.
yeah.
Any
Not during the actual filming.
any of the actors have an issue on set with their horses, like actually
Uh,
controlling their horses and all that?
have an issue. Say it one more time.
Were there any actors having any issues on set with their horses, like actually how driving their horses and all that?
Um, I can't remember exactly. There was one issue with Tiny Lister, um, but I forgot. I believe someone caught him in time before he fell.
Oh, that's what's up.
But I mean, this wasn't. I mean, this wasn't a comfort zone for the brothers, man.
Word. No, it's not. A black man on a horse?
Well,
Shoot.
I gotta take that back. Mario was nice with his. Mario was nice with his.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He probably had training for 7 years before that movie, man. Come on now.
yeah. Mario was nice with his.
Yeah,
But
man.
like me, Tiny, Charles Lane, Tone Loc, we were struggling, man.
Word. Word, man. And I love it because, obviously the movies that you've done, I mean, they're big movies. I know, like, shout out to Philip Penza, by the way. He just said on here, people are commenting and they have questions for you, so I'm going to be throwing them at you here in a second. But he said, Philip says, rumor has it, at least according to Philip, he said he taught Kane how to dance and rap. I'm done. That's your friend Philip, all right? Them your people,
Yeah.
man. And I know that you
Shout,
did. Oh, go ahead. I'm
shout
sorry.
out to Philip, man.
Yeah, man. Speaking of Philip Penza, I know that you did a movie with him. One of many, but one of them was Movie Madness. And
Yeah.
I think that was your first project with him, if I'm correct. Was that your first film that you did with him?
No, I believe that was the second.
My Name Is Nobody was the first one.
Yeah, exactly. My
There
name
we
is
go.
Nobody.
But
Yeah.
what was that like? Playing a cop, the whole nine on that one.
Well, I mean, with Movie Madness, it was fun because I mean, I grew up watching Lorenzo Lamas, so
Right.
to actually work side by side with dude, I thought was
Iconic.
a whole lot of fun.
Hell yeah.
And it was a learning experience as well because like all that new the CGI stuff, that's real new to me, and like learning how to work in an environment where stuff is happening that actually is not happening at that particular time.
Right.
Be inserted in, it's like, okay, how so I
Yeah.
mean, that was a learning experience, man. But it was a lot of fun.
And you co-directed this, and you
Yeah, well,
co-directed
that's what I
that
mean
movie.
from that aspect,
Yeah.
as a co-director. Man.
Right. I mean, obviously were able to learn from Philip and just kind of learn just how to direct and filmmaking
Yes.
and the other side of things other than just acting. Are you doing any directing or writing of your own stuff as far as films and all that?
Well, not film, but documentary. Right. I'm working on a documentary called Lyrics I Manifest, and it's talking. That's one of the lines from Half Stepping, and it's talking.
Yeah.
Basically, it's a documentary about lyrics, about but basically lyrics, the importance of lyrics, battle rap, entertaining on stage, and things of that nature. And I think it's going to be beautiful. I mean, we have Dougie Fresh, Grandmaster Caz, Melly Mel, several others are going to be a part of it. I have some of the battle rappers like Goods the Animal, A-Verb. So it's going to be very interesting.
A-Verb,
And
huh?
educational.
Yeah. A-Verb is a family of the show, you know what I mean? Friend of the show as well. So, shout out to A-Verb. That's dope. That's hella dope. Damn. Okay. I didn't. Okay. So you think his battle raps are nice then? Averb.
Yeah, well, I mean, I personally selected Goods and Averb because those are like my two favorites.
Word.
To do the battle rap, and like those are like two of my favorites.
Yeah.
Got a lot of love for Loaded Lux, Pat Stay. There's several others, but yeah,
Word.
those are like probably like my two main favorites.
So then, in your personal opinion, what makes a good battle rapper? What makes a particular rapper stand out in a battle? That's a better way of asking the question.
I think that, like great battle rappers know the proper way to throw you off your game.
Word.
Like I think a lot of people sometimes we're like, you hear someone rhyme and you try to say a better rhyme than them, as opposed to saying a different rhyme, taking them a different avenue.
Word.
I mean, like, for example, if someone is like a funny type of rapper, they have a funny style, you come behind them with another funny rhyme. If it ain't as funny as theirs, then they won that round. But now let's just say that instead you come with like a lyrical rhyme with a lot of big words, but not big words to where you're losing the crowd, big words to where you're losing your opponent.
Right.
And that's the way you finish, you know what I'm saying? By letting him know that you don't even know what the hell I'm talking about.
Right.
Now you belittling him. You see? So it's really the way you approach your opponent,
Word.
Or vice versa. If he's the very articulate one that's using a whole bunch of big words, you come funny. But when you come funny, you got to let him know that, you sound corny. Right. Nobody want to hear that. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's really a matter of, it's like you got to bring that different approach.
Yeah.
Like sitting there like he said something funny, I said something funny.
Right.
It's whose stuff was funnier. That right. Different approach is what I think will be the deciding factor.
That's what's up. That makes sense. If I battle rap, then now I know. You know what I'm saying? I can't do it to save my. You put a gun to my head, I'll be like, nah, I don't battle rap. I couldn't do it to save my life, man. It's a skill I wish I had, though. I really wish I had that kind of skill. We do have some questions, though. Woodgrain on YouTube just asked, ask him if it was true that Marley Marl didn't want to build with you until he found out you were writing for Biz. And I'm just reading this straight off the thing, so forgive me.
Yeah, no, I think I know what they mean.
Word.
Well, like I've been to Marley House once before with Biz, and this particular day, Biz told me to meet him there because I had to take a test in school. So I didn't come with Biz. I told him I'd come after I take the test. And when I got to Marley crib, Biz wasn't there yet. So Marley had the chain on the door and was like, "Yo, Biz ain't here, money." And I was like, well, I was supposed to come meet him here for his session. He was like, Biz ain't here. I don't know what to tell you. And I'm like, yo, I just took the train all the way from Brooklyn, man. He like, Biz ain't here. So I was like, all right, cool. Well, whenever he come, just give him these. And I gave him Marley the rhymes. Like, yo, these are rhymes he's supposed to do today.
Word.
And Marley was like, yo, you writing for Biz? I was like, that's what I gave you, And then he took the chain off and was like, yo, how did this go? And I said a little bit of it. He was like, yo, you rap too? I was like, yeah. He's like, yo, let me hear something. And then I kicked the verse, and then he was like, yo, you want to come in and work on something? And then he invited me in, and we worked on, I Believe I'll Take You There.
Oh, okay. That's what's up. And then that's when he started rocking with you.
Yeah.
That's what's up. All right. So you a ladies' man. All right. You were known as the smooth operator. You're still the smooth operator. Now you are, married, children, the whole nine. Mm-hmm. So how did this woman snag you? I know there's a lot of women out here that are probably asking that question. How did your woman snag you? And how is married life going for you?
Well, I mean, I wouldn't say that she snagged me. I was very much interested in her.
That's what's
You
up.
know,
Facts.
and
I like that.
May 1st made 10 years of marriage.
Wow. Congratulations, my brother. That's amazing. Congrats.
Thank you, thank you.
So how's that? How's married life?
Oh, married life is beautiful. I mean,
Yeah.
like I said, it's beautiful. We have a lot of fun, and
Yeah.
movie nights, cooking dinner, and I mean, it's beautiful, man.
Yeah. I'm happy for you, man. Because I mean, a lot of artists have a hard time finding love, finding some stable companionship. I feel a lot of times, you know what I'm saying? Because they're always on the road. There's always somebody new to meet, the whole nine. So the fact that you're able to find somebody that's made you happy in 10 years, that's beautiful, man. So huge congratulations on that, man.
I mean, I just think it's the type of thing where you have to sometimes step back and understand you.
Right.
When I say that, I mean, understand what you're doing in life and what you're looking for in life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because sometimes, some guys, they have a habit of looking for something extra. And, you have to understand that nobody's perfect. You know what I'm saying? There's people that's perfect for you, but nobody's perfect,
Right.
And sometimes with women, they have to understand that, you ain't got to play hard to get for something you already got,
Word. Facts.
Yeah.
Facts. That's a beautiful thing. Thank you so much for saying that, man. I feel like there's a lot of people that need to hear that, whether they're a famous artist or just an average Joe around the corner. You know what I'm saying? I feel like there's a lot of people that need to hear that. So I appreciate you saying that. Real talk, I know that there's a lot of people that are sitting here saying that they want to see some more live videos from you, some more Insta live videos and performances from you.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna try to put another one together.
Please do, because I know there's a lot of people that are sitting here chomping at the bit, being like, when is he going to do it again? He got to do it again soon. So, and I'm one of them. Do it again soon, brother. Do it again soon.
Sir.
You know what I'm saying? But thank you so much for sitting down and rapping with me, man. You have no idea how much this means to me to sit down with it's Big Daddy Kane. Funny story. So my sister had your one of your albums, and she was my older sister, and she was always the one that was always the one bringing in like what's the hottest album, the whole nine. She came out, she brought in I'm not forgetting the album name. Damn.
Long Live the Kane.
Say again.
Long Live the Kane.
It was Long Live the Kane. So she came out with that. And she's playing it. We're playing it. You know what I'm saying? We're just listening to the music. And my mom snatched that so fast. But then what's funny is that my mom would be playing it at her parties.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So she was like, you can't listen to this. You guys are too young. And then she'd be playing it playing it out there at the parties and stuff. You know what I mean? At her adult party. So it was fine with her. But wasn't fine for us. But man, I grew up listening to you. I'm a huge fan. So to be able to sit down and rap with you and chop it up with you is a huge honor. So thank you so much for being on the show today. Real talk.
No, my pleasure, brother.
Yeah, man. Oh, by the way, before we go, do you have any other projects that are coming up? Is there anything coming around the bend once this Rona is over with?
Yeah, I mean, well, hopefully, things get back to normal soon. I will be in a new TV1 movie, and also on Power Book. But there's things, and
that's what's up.
Around the corner. Just waiting for life to get back to normal.
I feel you, man. I feel you. But you said Power Book, correct? So you're going to be
Yes.
on that new you're going to be on that new spinoff.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm so excited. Can you say a little bit about can you spill the tea a tiny bit about who you're going to be playing and all that?
I already did. I
Damn.
mean, well, not about who I'm gonna be playing, but I already spilled enough tea, brother.
Damn, not even one little, like just a little droplet. Not one?
No.
Damn. No. Well, I tried, man. Again, thank you so much for being on. I really, really appreciate it. We got to go into a quick commercial break. Huge shout out to Big Daddy Kane for being on the show. We'll be right back. This is The Pascal Show. Bye.
Pascal, you are now rocking with that dude Pascal. We be going wild.